Hey y'all, so I wanted to share a quick word with you guys and one of my favorite scriptures about the Lord shielding us, protecting us, promising to keep us from harm. Psalms 91. Psalms 91 is one of my all-time favorite scriptures of God promises. And I want to give you some perspective on it. The Lord promises to protect you. The Lord promises to scatter your enemies. The Lord promises to shield you. He will be there, and his angels are there surrounding us, covering us from all harm. So it says, "He that dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty." Now, what is the secret place? It's not an actual physical place, but what the word is talking about, he that dwells in the secret place. The secret place is a place that is not known. It's secret. It's a place that you go alone. It's a place that's unknown to others. It's a place where you yourself go before the Lord. The secret place can be in your house. The secret place could be a room in your house. The secret place could be in your car. It's where you're meeting with the Lord. Unbeknownst to anyone else, this is your private, intimate time with the Lord. They're saying abiding in that secret place, abiding in the place where it's just you and the Lord, abiding up under him will keep you in his shadow. And if you are in the shadow of the Lord, that means you are covered. That means you are protected. He creates a force field around you. Psalms 91 also goes on to say that he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings shall you take refuge. You will not be afraid of the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day. And it also tells us we'll see people falling at our left, falling at our right, sickness, darkness, pestilence all around us, but yet it will not come near you or your home. Now, I want to say staying in that secret place is how you are protected by the Lord. But also, guys, do not give the enemy any room, any leeway, any open doorway, because yes, the Lord will protect us. Yes, he says he will protect us. He'll cover us. He'll shield us from the attacks of the enemy. But when you step outside of that covering through disobedience, through sin, through anything that does not um anything that you have been dibbling or dabbling in that can be considered sinful in nature, and you're continually consistently living a lifestyle of sin, being disobedient to the Lord, then that brings you from up out of his shadow. You're no longer abiding in him. You're not spending if you're not spending as much time with him, if you're doing what you want and not in the Lord will, that literally gives the enemy legal access to attack. It's just like in the natural. There are rules and boundaries that are set for our safety. If you go out on the road and you're speeding, you're breaking the law. By law, the police officer now has a right to pull you over. But if you're staying in your lane, if you're not speeding, if you're not breaking any of the traffic rules, there's literally no reason legally for an officer to come arrest you or come put you in jail. If you have broken no laws, you are living free and you're protected. You're protected. It's the same way in the spiritual realm. The enemy literally, it tells us in his word, he roars about like a lion, seeking whom he may devour. So if you're living in sin, if the Lord has been telling you to do something, you're not doing it, or if he's been telling you to not do something and you're doing it and you're living in sin, then that literally gives the enemy legal access to come in and say, petition the Lord and say, hey, look, she's broken this law. And the enemy also wants us to believe that God is the legalist, that when we sin and when we break a rule, God is just there ready to punish. He's ready to bring the hammer down. He's ready to just cast all judgment. When that's not true, that's far from the truth. God is so graceful. He gives us so many chances. There are so many things that he still covers us from, even when we're in sin. And it's a lot harder because you're walking in disobedience. You're literally walking in sin. You're literally allowing the enemy to have access to your life. So I want to tell you and encourage you to stay in the shadow of the Lord. Stay in that secret place. Stay seeking him. And the secret place is where we find him. The secret place is where you will get strength to overcome temptation. The secret place is where you will get strategy from the Lord, is where you will get instruction from the Lord. Stay in that secret place will literally ensure that you are protected. Now, it does not mean that the enemy won't attack, because he will. Life happens and the enemy's always on the prowl. He'll send different attacks your way, different temptations your way, but it will will ensure that you don't have to be overcome by whatever he sends your way. So I wanted to encourage you with Psalms 91. The Lord is all around you. The Lord is protecting you. He has his angels covering you, and to stay in that place with him, he won't let you fall. And to not give the enemy any access to your life, to not allow him in through any means, and being obedient and just walking in step with the Lord to ensure that you are covered this week. So I encourage you to look over Psalms 91. If you struggle with fear, if you struggle with feeling anxiety, or even struggle with feeling like it's the Lord protecting me, is he with me? Psalms 91 is a good one to recite. It's a good one to speak over yourself, over your household. And so, yeah, it's one of my favorites. And I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you guys. So I hope that helped. And I will see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Bye.